Now in 4 News Now, a former Gonzaga baseball player accused of vandalizing Washington State Capitol. We'll show you the damage left behind and how lawmakers are responding.
If you're not quite ready to turn on the furnace after our first morning in the 30s, I'll tell you about the temperatures that are heating back up and how long the warming trend will last in the first alert forecast.
Idaho State Police are struggling to recruit new troopers, why fewer people are applying, and how staffing shortages are forcing some troopers to cover more ground than ever before. You're watching a special edition of 4 News Now. Well, you just got finished watching the Kansas City Chiefs and Jacksonville Jags on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, and on a national stage, Trevor Lawrence and the Jags showed they're now a team to be reckoned with. So let's get right to our play of the night from this one. Happened just a few minutes ago. And with the Chiefs leading 28-24 late in the game, Trevor Lawrence falls down, gets back to his feet, and somehow scrambles into the end zone for the game-winning touchdown with just 23 seconds left. That was his second touchdown run of the night. The Jaguars win it 31-28. They're now 4-1 in the season, while the Chiefs fall to 2-3. All right, the Cougs are coming off a bye, and it's a good thing they're refreshed and refocused because they're heading to Oxford, Mississippi to take on the 4th-ranked team in the country. This will be the first ever meeting between WSU and Ole Miss. The 5-0 Rebels are also coming off a bye. Head coach Jimmy Rogers says the key factor this week for the Cougs is to not let the pressure get to them.
Our guys are going to have to come out and play hard and play for 60 minutes and be locked into the game and not get caught up in the emotion of the scenario of where they're at or what the score is or how many fans are there. And we got to come out and believe that we can win and go compete.
ESPN has the Rebels as a 32.5-point favorite right now. Kickoff is an early one this Saturday at 9:45.
Well, several people are looking for a new place to live because of an apartment fire in Pullman, and police believe the fire was started intentionally.
And the suspect is still waiting to be charged in Whitman County. Derek Strom spoke with Pullman police about their ongoing investigation.
Fire marshals are still cleaning up debris outside an apartment building on Northwest Larry Street in Pullman. Pullman police believe 40-year-old Elijah Regan intentionally started the fire by setting off an explosion in his apartment, then he left. Police say a Whitman County Sheriff's deputy spotted Regan driving on Highway 194 2 hours after the fire started.
We were aware that he was armed with a shotgun, and so we took things very cautiously and tried to de-escalate the situation to prevent him from being harmed or from first responders from being harmed.
Pullman police say Regan fired one shot out of the window of his car, but police believe that shot was accidental. After a 3-hour standoff, police finally arrested Regan. Pullman police say it plans to charge him with first-degree arson and attempting to elude pursuing police vehicles.
He's currently sitting in the Nez Perce County Jail because he was technically arrested in the state of Idaho just across the border, and so there are some procedural things there. We'll be having a warrant put in the system for him.
Today, the Red Cross has a shelter set up at the Pullman Senior Center for any residents that were displaced by the fire. Even though fire marshals were here today helping the residents of this building get some of their things back, Pullman police says they don't expect this building to ever be lived in again because there's so much smoke damage and water damage from this fire. In Pullman, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Let's take a live look now at the super moon. A lot of people call it the harvest moon. This is happening right now. The harvest moon will be visible overnight into early tomorrow morning, and it's extra special because this year it is also the first of 3 back-to-back supermoons. So in case you don't know, a supermoon happens when the moon reaches its nearest point to Earth, making it look larger and fuller. It definitely is impressive tonight on the way back.
As I was driving back to work, and I turned out of my neighborhood facing east, and it was just huge above the Dishman Hills from, where my house is, and it was pretty impressive, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And they call it the harvest moon this time of year. Has nothing to do with the super part of it, but because of it is harvest time.
Yeah. Right.
Hopefully your wheat has been already on the way to places it needs to go and you're done for the season. A little bit of spring wheat still out there. Here's a photo from Nora Jen. She captured this under clear skies. This is Elmira Hill, or from Elmira Hill, not too far from Grand Coulee, and the town of Elmira in eastern Washington. Beautiful shot there, Nora. High temperatures today ended up just about average. 65 in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 64 in Pullman, and 68 in Lewiston. We did make it into the 70s in many locations around the region. Tomorrow morning, we are going to start the day off in the 30s in Spokane, but there will be some warmer areas. Most locations staying above that frost danger zone, but there's a couple of spots, including Sandpoint, obviously Colville, where you've had some good hard freezes. 33 in Deer Park, you were down in the 20s this morning, and 43 for a morning low in Coeur d'Alene. So a cool start to the day. Bright blue skies and sunshine and even warmer weather on the way tomorrow. A high of 71, 64 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast. Warmer weather and then a big change by the weekend. I'll tell you all about it, Derek.
Well, a bizarre story out of Olympia. Former Gonzaga baseball player is facing charges for breaking in and vandalizing the state capitol building. According to Washington State Patrol, Gunnar Schubert, who played for the Zags in 2017 and 2018, broke in and damaged several rooms and historical artifacts. Governor Bob Ferguson said that included the state reception room. You can see his car pulling up outside the Capitol building right here. When troopers arrived, they found several flags knocked down and some that had been burned. Investigators also found the busts of George Washington and Martin Luther King Jr. had been knocked over. Lieutenant Governor Denny Heck released a statement reading, "Violent rhetoric, property destruction, and violence against individuals are a cancer on our democratic society." The lieutenant governor hopes to have the Capitol building cleaned up by the end of the week. Idaho State Police are struggling to fill trooper positions across North Idaho.
And pay gaps with neighboring states are making the problem worse. Hunter Bertram spoke with them today about what will happen if more people don't apply.
Recruiting new troopers has become increasingly difficult for Idaho State Police. The department receives hundreds of applications now compared to thousands in previous years, and few make it through the process to become a trooper.
Unfortunately, for us, is we have lost some troopers to other states surrounding our state of Idaho that they are paying a higher wage to be a law enforcement officer there.
Starting salaries for Idaho troopers are nearly $30,000 less than Washington State. The Lewiston and Moscow areas are experiencing the most severe staffing shortages. To maintain coverage, troopers from other districts rotate into understaffed areas weekly.
Calls will keep coming, and we will still have a group of dedicated people here in the districts throughout the state that love the job, love the state they work for, and we're going to answer the call because that's our job.
Because of the shortage, troopers often respond to calls without immediate backup available. Today, the department extended its academy application deadline to October 17th to boost recruitment numbers. If more people don't show interest, ISP says it will have to stretch its resources even more. And if this sounds like a career for you, we have more details on KXLY.com. In Coeur d'Alene, I'm Hunter Bertram for News Now.
Well, Kootenai County Sheriff's deputies recovered a body from Hayden Lake over the weekend. Deputies received a call around 11 o'clock Saturday morning from a fisherman who spotted the body floating near Henry Point, east of the city of Hayden. Investigators say there are no signs of foul play. The cause of death is still under investigation.
The Spokane City Council is waiting a little longer to decide if they'll spend $6,000 on signs that look like these to encourage drivers to slow down. There are mixed opinions about the sign's verbiage.
We're an educated society. We do not have to go to those words. We do not have to go to that level.
I think people can take offense to anything, but if they get the fun and get the reason why you're trying to get the information out or get people to notice, I think it is what's needed nowadays, you know.
Well, Spokane is not the first city in the state to go for these signs. Seattle has a similar one with the same message. If the signs do get the green light at the end of this month, they will be available at the 311 desk at City Hall.
Well, here's a live look at our nation's capital, where lawmakers have once again failed to pass a budget to reopen the government. The Democrats' proposal failed in a 55-45 vote, while the Republican bill failed by a 52-42 margin. Both needed 60 votes to pass. Earlier today, President Donald Trump said another failed vote could trigger layoffs in the federal workforce. But he also said there were discussions going on with Democrats to address their demands that Obamacare subsidies be continued past the end of the year.
We have a negotiation going on right now with the Democrats that could lead to very good things. What kind of and I'm talking about good things with regard to health care.
And the Senate is expected to take the same 2 votes again tomorrow for the 6th time. The federal tax credit for electric cars has expired.
We'll break down how this could impact buyers and what it means for your wallet.
Neighbors in Pasadena Park are fired up about a special election happening tomorrow. What they say is at stake if this plot of land gets annexed into their irrigation district. That's coming up next on a special edition of 4 News Now.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
The 509's most notorious crimes, Wednesday on KXLY+.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Don't slide into winter.
Plan ahead and save with Perfection Tire's preseason pricing and Cooper rebates. Superior tire brands with unmatched performance and reliable warranties.
The best for less. Nobody beats Perfection.
If the name wasn't obvious enough, the DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket is tossed in your choice of honey barbecue or new sweet chili. That means layers of flavor from the top, bottom, left, right, inside, outside, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket, available in honey barbecue or new sweet chili. Get it delivered today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Donating your vehicle to UGM Motors is easy.
When you drop off a vehicle, you have to sign a paper of, I donated this vehicle. And that was the hardest part. And I didn't have to fill it out. They filled it out for me and had me sign it.
Your car, truck, RV, or motorcycle will provide food, shelter, job training, and recovery services at Union Gospel Mission.
I think it's a great service to the community.
Call 509-327-HELP to schedule a free pickup today.
If you want carpet that feels this good, see the selection at Carpet Barn. For a limited time, get free installation with in-stock carpet paired with an exclusive cushion. Carpet Barn stocks hundreds of choices of the latest carpets. Get free professional installation at Carpet Barn. Visit Carpet Barn today and let our expert team bring your vision to life at unbeatable prices. This sale won't last long. Get free installation on luxurious carpet at Carpet Barn.
Don't get left out in the cold.
Beat the crowds and save with Perfection Tire's preseason pricing. Plus, get expert winter service with our certified technicians to keep your car running smoothly all season long.
Nobody beats Perfection.
Welcome back. Neighbors in the Pasadena Park area are voting in a special election tomorrow.
They're deciding whether to annex a plot of land owned by the Kohl's Company into their water district. The Kohl's real estate group has owned this empty plot of land for many years. But earlier this year, they began preliminary plans to build single-family homes here. This early rendering is on their website, and if the land is annexed into the district, the group wants to buy enough water rights for 100 homes. Mary Sheridan spoke with the real estate group and neighbors determined to slow this development's growth.
This is absolutely the first step.
James Johnson has lived in the Pasadena Park neighborhood for decades. This weekend, Johnson joined his neighbors to spread the word about this upcoming special election. They passed out flyers like these as part of a greater campaign to keep the Kohl's real estate group out of their irrigation district. Specifically, this open plot of land.
I don't know how many thousands of times I've taken advantage of that very nice piece of property to walk my dog or play with the kids.
A few months ago, the Kohl's Real Estate Group made plans to develop this land, zoned residential, into new single-family homes. The land can support up to 400 homes, but Doug Yost with the Kohl's company says they only want to build 100.
Change is not easy, but we're in a growing area. We're in Spokane, and we need housing. We need single-family lots. We need the ability for everybody to have the dream of owning a home.
The housing development is still in early stages, but Yost says it's not the company's intention to squeeze in as many houses as possible.
The Pasadena Irrigation District recommended that we be granted 100 ERUs. We didn't ask them for 400. We asked them what they were comfortable giving us.
Many living in Pasadena Park say they don't want this land to be used for any kind of housing because they worry it would bring added traffic and strain the neighborhood's resources. Instead, they want to conserve the natural beauty.
The answer is a conservancy. And the Kohl's legacy would make a huge difference for the north side of the Spokane Valley if they went that direction.
In Spokane County, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Residents can cast their votes from 1 to 8 p.m. tomorrow at the Irrigation District building that is located on Upriver Drive.
Well, Spokane Public Schools and the city's Parks and Recreation Department will be hosting their final town hall tomorrow to discuss the Together Spokane plan.
So that $440 million plan would fund over 200 projects all over the city. The meeting will be held at Ferris High School starting at 6 o'clock. This presentation will be focused on the projects in the southern part of Spokane. And one of those projects could put an end to a decade-long legal battle in the Glen Rose neighborhood.
Yeah, for years, the Spokane Youth Sports Association has been trying to build a new sports complex here in this open field near 37th and Glen Rose. But the Glen Rose Neighborhood Association fought back, blocking that development. If the bond and levy are approved, though, SYSA would abandon that plan and build those new fields to the west at Ferris High School instead. But paying for all of those projects won't be cheap.
The Together Spokane plan is made up of 2 ballot measures that need to be approved by voters in November. A $240 million levy from the Parks and Rec Department and Spokane Public Schools' $200 million bond. Both of them need to be paid over 20 years. And if you take out your phone right now and scan this QR code using your phone's camera, it'll take you to our website where you can find a link to calculate how much this plan would cost you based on your address. If you missed the code, you can also find it on our website by searching Together Spokane.
4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a chilly Tuesday morning, but the afternoon will warm up nicely, above average by about 5 degrees. We have wet weather on the way for the weekend, including the possibility of mountain snow. It's going to get chilly. I'll tell you all about it after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
For over 50 years, North Idaho Urology has been the trusted leader in urological care. From routine checkups to advanced prostate cancer treatment, our expert team is dedicated to your health every step of the way. With cutting-edge technology, personalized care, and locations in Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, and Sandpoint, we're here when you need us most. Don't wait. Early detection saves lives. Schedule your appointment today at niurology.com or call 208-667-0621.
Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at kxly.com/seniorliving. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit kxly.com/seniorliving today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
Hi, Mom.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
All right, welcome back. We've had a few cold mornings now, and the possibility for frost remains with us.
And we're still talking about when to turn on the heat at my house.
Oh, it's an argument, I think, that is going on in many houses.
Can we hold out a little longer?
Yes, I have definitely. And if I can digress for a minute, the fact that you can change it from your phone, so like I'll turn it up and then someone magically turns it down from their phone. That's not fair. Let's talk about live conditions. I'm the one who wants a little warmer in my house, and I'm losing that battle. 57 right now in Spokane, 53 degrees in Coeur d'Alene under clear skies. We did get down into the 30s in Spokane for the first time this morning of the season, I should say, but then warmed up nicely to 65. We're going to have another cool morning tomorrow. It looks like we are headed into the 70s tomorrow. 6:17 was our sunset time. Our low temperature trend over the next 7 days. Tomorrow will be one of the cooler days. Then we're into the 40s for overnight lows through the start of the weekend before we cool down early next week. But just because our overnight lows are just a little above average, our daytime highs are going to start to drop well before our lows drop, partly because we are bringing in some wet weather. Tuesday and Wednesday, more bright blue skies, gorgeous fall weather. Late Thursday, we'll start to see the clouds increase, and then some changes as we get into Friday and especially the weekend, Saturday, and I'll show you why. Tracking our weather pattern, we've been in a northerly flow that's kept our temperatures cool in the mornings and not getting above average despite all the sunshine in the afternoons. That is going to change. We're going to become more southerly. Here is Thursday afternoon when our temperatures will peak. That strong southerly flow bringing our temperatures up into the mid-70s, about 10 degrees above average. But it's obvious to see where we might have some changes coming. This upper level trough with its cool air, with its moisture moving in for the weekend, and that is going to bring that good chance of showers, a pretty good drop in our temperatures, and the potential for some mountain snow. Tomorrow will be warm. 71 in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Pullman, 79 in Lewiston, still in the 60s for Colville, Bonners Ferry, and Sandpoint, but a lot of sunshine right around the Spokane area, 68 in Spirit Lake, 72 in Meade, 71 in Liberty Lake, and 73 in downtown Spokane. Your planning forecast will keep the sunshine going through Thursday. That's when that strong southerly flow brings our high up to 75. Then that chance of showers kicks in on Friday. Saturday, a high of only 58 with windy conditions, and that's when we have our best chance of rain. Sunday, a chance of rain as well. So take care with your Halloween decorations. I will remind you as we get closer to time. And if you don't have them up, maybe get them up over the next 3 days if that's your thing, Derek.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, Chris, thank you. Well, the Mariners are hoping to take the lead in the American League Division Series tomorrow night. The M's coughed up a 2-run lead last night as the Tigers scored twice in the top of the 8th inning to tie it, but in the bottom of the frame, Julio Rodriguez came up clutch with this go-ahead RBI double, and Seattle held on from there for a 3-2 win, tying the series at a game apiece. Game 3 is tomorrow afternoon in Detroit. Logan Gilbert gets the start for the M's. All right, still ahead, the Air Force dissolves a mental health program at Fairchild Air Force Base. What this means for service members who depend on it.
Plus, a showdown between the White House and state leaders in Illinois as hundreds of National Guard troops arrive in Chicago. The state and city are suing to block the deployment, calling it political. What the president is saying. Next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay out.
Call Russell and Hill.
Do you have old or unused medication? Keep your loved ones safe by disposing of your unneeded medications at a drop-off location. It's a simple way to make your home safer and to help prevent misuse or accidental poisoning. Find a secure take-back kiosk near you at medtakebackwashington.org.
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. The fun begins at the Pit Party, where you can meet the drivers and see the trucks up close. Get your Pit Party pass at monsterjam.com today. Coming to Spokane Arena October 17th through 19th.
I know that your life is unmanageable right now. I also realize that you feel like there's no way out and that you're letting down your family and your friends and your loved ones. But it doesn't have to be like that. There is an organization out there that can help you, but you have to be humble and you have to ask for help, and this organization will help lift you up. I promise you, you have value. Just be brave enough to take that first step.
Jersey casual dress code on Blue Fridays, hoarse voices on Monday mornings, and flying that 12 flag every day of the week. Whether you're a hardcore 12 or more of an everyday fan, you're part of a community that loves to show its pride. At BECU, we're proud to be a part of the Seahawks community too, and we like to show our pride at every purchase with the Seahawks Debit MasterCard, the official debit card of the Seattle Seahawks. BECU.
All aboard for Model Train Magic. Join us Sunday, October 12th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Experience amazing operating layouts in every scale, from tiny Z to giant G. Browse railroad art, memorabilia, and an incredible selection of trains and supplies. Plus, enjoy free parking and delicious food while your visit helps local children's charities. Get all the details at rivercitymodelers.org.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
Around the nation now, several states are challenging the Trump administration's authority to send federal troops to major cities across the U.S.
Today, a federal judge blocked troops in California being sent to Portland, and now the president says he's considering invoking the Insurrection Act. ABC's Melissa Adan has more.
Tonight, a plane carrying 200 National Guard soldiers arriving in Chicago from Texas. The state of Illinois and the city of Chicago are now suing to block the deployment. A federal judge calling the move problematic, but declining to immediately issue a temporary restraining order. Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker slamming the administration, saying Trump is using troops as political props.
Let me be clear. Donald Trump is using our service members as political props and as pawns in his illegal effort to militarize our nation's cities. This escalation of violence is targeted and intentional and premeditated.
The president calling it a necessary part of his crime crackdown. But Governor Pritzker says the agents have made the area less safe.
It's like a war zone. And then I listen to the governor and the mayor get up and say how they have it under control. They don't. It's probably worse than almost any city in the world.
This comes after a Trump-appointed federal judge over the weekend blocked the sending of National Guard troops to Portland from California, saying the president's claims about crime in Portland are untethered to the facts. Portland Police Chief Bob Day telling ABC's Trevor Ault protests are confined to a sliver of the city.
It is a city block in a beautiful city that's 145 square miles, so it is fairly contained, but there are some challenges mitigating it down there.
Meanwhile, President Trump says he's considering using emergency powers to invoke the Insurrection Act, a move that would allow him to go around the courts and deploy the National Guard to Chicago, Portland, and even Memphis. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, still ahead, we're taking a look at an unusual item to add to your baby registry.
How a 529 plan could help your child pay for school and even jumpstart their retirement. Plus, a mental health program at Fairchild Air Force Base is coming to an end. Why it's being cut and why service members say losing it could leave many without the support they need. That's next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
You know, the Headless Horseman and I used to be inseparable. Haunting the countryside, spooking the townsfolk. Man, we were legendary. But then you heard about Northern Quest's $60,000 Heads Will Roll giveaway. I know. And now he's off using his Camus card to rack up entries for a shot at the $30,000 grand prize. I mean, the dude won't even text me back now. Then again, ghosting is kind of his thing.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better and to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
If you want carpet that feels this good, see the selection at Carpet Barn. For a limited time, get free installation with in-stock carpet paired with an exclusive cushion. Carpet Barn stocks hundreds of choices of the latest carpets. Get free professional installation at Carpet Barn. Visit Carpet Barn today and let our expert team bring your vision to life at unbeatable prices. This sale won't last long. Get free installation on luxurious carpet at Carpet Barn.
It's here, the Red Tack Model Year End Clearance Event, indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane. On now through October 15th. Save thousands with factory discounts and clearance pricing. New travel trailers from $15,990. Fifth wheels from $39,990. Motorhomes from $89,990. Shop the Northwest's largest pre-owned RV inventory. Prepped and ready to go. Free parking, free admission, free food. Open daily at 9 a.m. The Red Tack Model Year End Clearance Event. On now through October 15th. Indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane. 525 East Francis.
A mental health program on Fairchild Air Force Base has been dissolved, leaving over 300 people looking for care.
The program is called True North, and the provider who served airmen in the program says it helped save lives. Madeline Mullins spoke with him today about why this program has come to an end.
Jeffrey Clark knows how serving in the military can impact your mental health.
Just really terrible year in Afghanistan for the U.S. military and the Army specifically, and I started having problems, and I wasn't sleeping very well. I was having a lot of anxiety.
Clark says at the time, all he wanted was someone to talk to. That feeling is exactly why True North was created.
Now, Clark is that person for the men and women here at Fairchild Air Force Base. He serves the 36th Rescue Squadron in the United States Air Force SEER School.
True North embeds people like Clark into the training that happens on the base. This hands-on approach helped Clark build relationships with service members and spot those who might be struggling. But now that is coming to an end. On September 25th, Clark received an email from the Air Education and Training Command that it would be dissolving the program due to workforce optimization reductions. Clark says now some of his patients will get help through the clinic on the base, but he says others will not.
Somebody needs to be there to just say, hey, I've got you, I've got your back.
We reached out to Fairchild for comment. They told us it was AETC's decision at the federal level. We reached out to the AETC to learn why this program was dissolved, and we have yet to speak to someone who can give us an answer. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Well, Spokane city leaders are rolling out a new approach to address homelessness and public safety. Mayor Lisa Brown, Councilmember Zach Sapone, and Police Chief Kevin Hall announced the plan during Monday's public safety meeting. It comes as the city launches a new daytime navigation center and coordinated street outreach teams. The next phase will give officers more discretion to issue citations for public camping and open drug use while still connecting people to services. City leaders say the goal is to balance compassion with accountability possibility. More details are expected at a press conference being held tomorrow. You can stream it tomorrow on your connected TV using the KXLY Plus app starting at 10 o'clock.
You may want to take a peek out your window right now because there's a pretty impressive supermoon out there.
Yeah, let's send it over to Chris Crocker.
That's right, and a lot of people have done that, taken pictures, and my email is starting to fill up with those pictures. Here's another one. This one is from Tom Peacock, and he captured the harvest supermoon over the pavilion tonight in Riverfront Park. What a fun photo. Thank you for that, Tom. And the supermoon, it is the first one of 2025, and it occurs, excuse me, let me get my, oh geez. Well, it occurs when the, I don't know why that graphic isn't working. I apologize. But we have two more back-to-back supermoons, and the moon does appear much larger because it is at its closest position. Let's get on to the Tuesday forecast. We have bright blue skies, a high temperature of 71. 64 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Well, an 18-year-old man is in jail for stabbing a woman in Spokane Valley over the weekend. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says Daniel Cosby stabbed a woman and threatened others with a knife and what turned out to be a BB gun pictured here on your screen. Deputies say it happened on Saturday afternoon near 8th and Eastern after a breakup with one of his ex-girlfriends. One woman was stabbed in the leg but is expected to be okay. Cosby faces felony assault charges.
In this week's Money Saving Monday, we're talking about an unconventional item parents might want to think about adding to a baby registry. We're talking about a 529 plan. It's an education account that grows tax-free and can be used for college tuition, books, and even K-12 private school. I spoke with John Maroney from Numerica Credit Union about these. He says the power of 529 accounts is there's time for them to grow.
It's not something that shows up on a baby registry, and when you have a new kiddo, there are so many expenses, so thinking about setting aside some money for that is stressful.
If you don't have to open a 529 plan, though, in your home state. So Washingtonians can shop around, but Idaho residents get tax benefits by staying local with deductions on state income taxes. If your child doesn't need all the money saved, you can change the beneficiary to another family member, even yourself. Leftover funds can also roll over to a Roth IRA to start your child's retirement. For more details on how 529 plans work and tips for getting started, head to KXLY.com.
Well, every parent wants their baby to sleep safely and comfortably, but the wrong sleep setup can put your baby in danger. Consumer Reports has found some infant products marketed for sleep can actually increase the risk of injury, suffocation, or even sleep-related death.
The safest place for every nap and at night is a flat, empty crib or bassinet.
Consumer Reports has advice for parents on how to make bedtime both cozy and safe for your baby. Hear the recommendations tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Well, with several major retailers announcing sales for the month of October, some shoppers are wondering if they should hold out for Black Friday or start their shopping now. For more details, here's ABC's Ika Jachi.
October sales are here. The Amazon Prime Big Deal Days have become an annual event for consumers to do their early holiday shopping. Not to be outdone by Amazon, chains like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and Kohl's are not waiting until after you've had your turkey to get you shopping, all advertising big discounts to compete with the online shopping site. But should you wait until the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend? With price cuts in nearly every category, the experts say you can probably hold off on tech items like laptops and TVs for now.
Categorically, we've seen year after year after year that the best time to buy a TV is going to be Black Friday. That's when they have their absolute deepest discounts. Everything else, the discounts tend to be the same. You might save a few extra bucks here or there, but pretty much for the most part, if you see something on sale and you like the price, you can buy it now.
But before you check out, make sure you're actually getting a good deal.
It can be really hard to know the difference between a good deal and a not so good deal, especially because right before these big sales, a lot of retailers will take items that have been on sale for the last few weeks, even months, and take those sales away and put them back to full price, just so that they can drop them back to the same sale price that's been available for a while and make you think that you're getting a good deal.
You can check websites like Keepa and Camel to see the price history of products, and take the time to shop around using tools like Yahoo Shopping or Google Shopping. Earn cash back with browser extensions like Rakuten or Honey.
One that I've been using regularly is called Shop Back, and this one in particular is exciting for Amazon Prime because they have cash back on Amazon Prime, and many coupon sites and deal sites do not.
And paying with discounted gift cards can save you even more.
There's a site called Gift Card Granny who sells them. They have between 5% to 10% discount on a gift card. And so if you buy that gift card at a discount and then you shop with it, you've essentially created your own discount.
Ike Ajachi, ABC News, New York.
All right, still ahead, youth sports are about more than just winning. How one organization is helping coaches teach life lessons that last long after the final whistle. Coming up.
Plus, the federal tax credit that helped make EVs more affordable has expired. What that means for car prices and why it still might be a good time to buy. Next on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Latah Creek has been making award-winning wines for over 40 years. We started with the Best of Class in 1982, then followed with hundreds of gold medals and multiple Best of Class awards. Stop in, try a taste, and take a bottle or two home. Cheers.
NIU has been serving our community for over 50 years. It's a broad mix of cancer care. We see all kinds of urologic cancers and take care of those patients here.
The partnership we have allows us to deliver all the different options all in one place. With a new diagnosis of prostate cancer, you'll have all the options available, everything from the latest surgical options to the latest radiation options, and so we're happy to help with that.
Most patients are referred by their primary care doctors. Patients can certainly always pick up the phone and give us a call as well.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough.
If the name wasn't obvious enough, the DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket is tossed in your choice of honey barbecue or new sweet chili. That means layers of flavor from the top, bottom, left, right, inside, outside, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket, available in honey barbecue or new sweet chili. Get it delivered today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
It matters late at night. It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is. Are minimalized with none.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate you. Hi, Alex.
Where you get your medicine has never mattered more. That's why we have convenient locations right in your neighborhood with pharmacists ready to get to know you.
Where you get your medicine matters.
Latah Creek has been making award-winning wines for over 40 years. We started with the Best of Class in 1982, then followed with hundreds of gold medals and multiple Best of Class awards. Stop in, try a taste, and take a bottle or two home.
Cheers.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls ER and Hospital.
A consumer alert now for anyone in the market for an electric car. Buying a new EV will probably cost you more now that a federal tax credit that was passed under the Biden administration has now expired.
CNN's Jen Sullivan explains how this will impact the auto industry and why buying electric could still save you money in the long run.
More Americans are buying electric cars. Last year, EV sales rose 7%, 3 times faster than non-electric cars, according to the Bureau of Transportation Statistics. But those sales could soon be slumping. That's because the $7,500 federal tax credit for new EV purchases expired on October 1st. Auto experts say it's a change that's going to shake up the entire EV market.
In the long run, I think it's going to make electric vehicles better because they now have to compete on an even playing field in terms of value, features, durability, and longevity.
Brian Moody with Kelley Blue Book says EVs are typically more expensive. In August, the average transaction price for a new electric vehicle was more than $57,000. That's a lot more than the transaction price for all cars. Moody says those prices are higher because EV batteries are very expensive.
What automakers will likely do is offer some vehicles with a reduced battery, meaning that the range isn't as long, but the price isn't as high.
Moody also thinks automakers may be forced to lower their sticker prices. BMW is now doing just that, offering limited deals on EVs, and Stellantis is also offering specials on many of its electric models. EVs still may be a better deal for buyers.
Having an EV and charging an EV tends to be cheaper in the long run than a gasoline car.
Joseph Yoon with Edmunds says gas-powered cars are also more expensive to maintain. If you are in the market to buy an EV right now, experts recommend asking about charging stations for your home. You may have more negotiating power on the price, and a used EV may be the best deal. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
You still have time to go out and see the supermoon. It is the first supermoon of 2025. Also the harvest moon. It appears closer. It appears brighter. It is beautiful. It is at its closest point to Earth. We're going to do it 2 more times in 2025, back to back. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome Broadway's Rock of Ages, the driving music force that rocked Broadway and millions of fans in the groundbreaking show Rock of Ages live in concert at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, November 20th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning. BECU has helped Finney Ridge Painting grow from setting up payroll services to finance. I feel that BECU is fundamentally concerned about me as an individual and my business and all the individuals that work here. They provide a level of connection that other institutions aren't interested in. With BECU, we don't feel like customers. We feel like business partners.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Listen up. Everything we've worked for has led to this moment. Training is over. It's time to be efficient, like the Kubota Grand L Series. It is time to grind, like the Kubota LX Series, which is packed with extras. It's time to be tough, like the rugged BX Series. So let's get out there and plow, fight, and win.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
All right, our longtime Spokane radio duo marking a major milestone and helping feed families across the Inland Northwest at the same time. So Jay and Kevin kicked off their 30th annual food drive today. All week long, they are broadcasting live from R&R RV on East Francis, collecting non-perishable food and cash donations for Second Harvest. And if you can't make it in person, you can still donate online. Their goal is to help fill pantries and feed local families ahead of the holiday season. We've done so many stories lately about our food pantries just being empty.
Yeah, they can use your help for sure. So go see Jay and Kevin on East Francis and help them out.
Fun. Yeah, that definitely a great organization. And let's talk about the weather. Love Jay and Kevin, love Second Harvest, and boy, they need it. We've got some chilly Tuesday mornings. And Kirsten is taking some chili to the different kind of chili to the Second Harvest food drive. Warming afternoons. It is going to be wet next weekend around the region with the potential for some mountain snow. Don't be surprised if in your social media feeds you see the ski areas showing that they've had a few flakes of snow this time next week. It was a beautiful day in Spokane today. This is our time lapse looking over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena and the Spokane County Courthouse, and it was really, really pretty. Air quality in the good range, and tomorrow will be a similar day but a little bit warmer. Today we topped out at 65 in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That's about average. 72 in Grand Coulee, 68 in Lewiston, and 63 in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. A lot more 70s on the map for the next few days. This is our high temperature trend, and we'll be at 71 through Wednesday, up to 75 Thursday, and then we start cooling down, and then we really cool down into the 50s starting Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday down in the mid-50s. That trend of below average temperatures may continue. This is the outlook for October 14th through the 20th. That's the 8 to 14 day forecast, and we are in that blue, indicating at least a hint of below average temperatures. Does have us in the above average precipitation category, which has been a little hit and miss. However, we do have some opportunities for wet weather starting as early as Thursday, the chance of some mountain showers, and then the odds increase Friday. Saturday looks like the wettest day of our 7-day forecast with a good chance of rain and windy conditions as that cooler air makes its way in. Taking a look at your planning forecast, expect bright blue skies and sunshine for the next 3 days. We'll be down in the 30s tonight, but then in the 40s right on through Saturday morning. That system comes in, bringing windy conditions and a good chance of rain, and quite a drop in our temperatures and our overnight lows back down in the 30s. We dry out a little bit to start the work week, but there's still a slight chance of rain through Monday. Kirsten?
All right, thank you, Chris. Well, today is National Coaches Day, encouraging people to honor and recognize the impact of coaches in sports and beyond.
CNN's Michael Yoshida joins us with more on the day and how athletes, parents, and coaches can learn from it.
Established in 1972 by President Nixon, National Coaches Day seeks to recognize the broader role of coaches in young people's lives.
On and off the field, coaches can transform lives.
Teach life skills that are going to stay with kids long after their playing days are over.
Jason Sachs with Positive Coaching Alliance works to make sure young people have coaches who inspire them to become the best version of themselves in the game and in life.
Youth sports is possibly one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, platform that we have in our country for positive youth development. So we just need to make sure that it's being done right. And oftentimes the coach is at the center of that.
But with so many youth league and team options, potential pressures of costs, scholarships, or even NIL sponsorship money, Sachs offers this advice to parents. Do your homework. Make sure your expectations, your child's, and the organization's align. Is it a travel team where playing time isn't guaranteed, or something more developmental and fun where everyone plays? How competitive is it, and what are the goals?
So we really want the parents to take a close look and make sure they're making the right decision for their child at that point in their child's life.
For players and coaches, Sachs says yes, feedback can be tough and failure can and will happen. But lessons of teamwork, adversity, and learning to work with others of different backgrounds and personalities can help you well beyond the game.
The most important thing that a coach can do with a player is to build trust, because once there's that connection and trust, then I think that's where a lot of the learning can happen.
And Sachs also talked about how it's important to remember that you need to let the coaches be the coaches while you can be that supportive parent on the sidelines or in the stands. In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida.
Derek, you've been a coach for many years.
About 10 of them, soccer and basketball both. Like, I would just say, just be less concerned about winning, especially
Right.
at the younger age, and just make sure they are having a good time and learning the game. That's the most important
Leave the
thing.
coaching to the coach.
There's plenty of time to get more competitive as they get older. Yeah, don't argue with the coach either. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Whirl through your to-do list by shopping at Fred's Appliance. We have truckload savings on all Whirlpool appliances, from top-of-the-line fridges to the famous cleaning power of washers and dryers. Like this washer and dryer set. Enjoy everyday low prices at Fred's Appliance. Swing into Fred's Appliance. We're local, like you.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
What's your awesome? Whatever it is, Washington Trust Bank can help you get there. Learn more at watrust.com/awesome.
There's a reason the F-150 has been America's best-selling truck for 48 years. Features, power, and price make the F-150 a no-brainer. And for 2025, you now have over 13,000 pounds of towing capacity and even hands-free driving available. Our team at Wendell Ford is proud of this truck. It's one of the reasons we've been around for over 80 years. When buying your new truck, think Wendell Ford. Drive for generations.
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Featuring Gravedigger, Megalodon, and more. Coming to Spokane Arena October 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Lock in your seats today at monsterjam.com.
They look safe, they feel soft, but some baby sleep products could be deadly. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you how the wrong setup can put babies in danger and simple ways to keep your child safe and comfortable throughout the night. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Well, 4 News Now's new streaming series, 509's Most Notorious Crimes, debuts this Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a series that will follow some of the most infamous crimes committed by criminals here in Eastern Washington. It starts at 7 p.m. The first episode will be about Kevin Coe. Many know him as the South Hill rapist. And we're going to dig deeper into that story that captured so many's attention in Spokane. That tense time for the area and the bizarre reactions from Coe's parents. That and every episode of 509's Most Notorious Crimes can be watched ad-free and free of charge on KXLY Plus. You download it on your TV.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, Amazon Prime Days sparked a shopping war, and major retailers are fighting back with their own discounts. We reveal the smart shopping tricks that can save you money. That's tonight on Nightside.
I have another super harvest moon photo to share with you from our good friend Pat Schilling. We all know Pat around KXLY. And with the control tower there at the airport, a nifty picture that he captured tonight. Pat does a beautiful job with his photography. Tuesday's planner, we are heading up to a high of 71 with bright sunshine, but you'll need a jacket if you're up early. We're going to be in the 30s in many locations to start the day.
Ooh, yeah, and you've had 3 really good supermoon pics that you share with us
I'll
tonight.
post them on my Facebook a little later tonight.
Really cool.
You could send them. Keep sending them.
Yeah,
yes,
right.